Desktop, data flow, bye-bye bus, time for TURBOchannel, simply one system connected to perhaps several options in an asymmetric radial design. Trade-in direct option-to-option data flow for the many, many benefits of simplicity and speed. Implementations scale to your needs now and in the future. To the industry, it's open. 32 bits wide for address and data. Synchronous operation. Ample airflow. Ample power. TURBOchannel.
It keeps coming back to that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
The TURBOchannel has a simple and concise protocol. That fact lets me spend my time designing rather than wading through thick specification manuals.
The less time he spends on the bus interface, the faster I can get our product to market.
Simplicity means very few signals. In fact, all control signals are point to point. The whole design is optimized for input, output, I/O. The peak bandwidth is as much as 100 megabytes per second. That's 100 megabytes per second.
And every second, the markets that require high bandwidth I/O grow a little more. Advanced graphics and animation, multimedia, medical imaging, records imaging, geophysical mapping, and large database processing, just to name a few.
Two types of transactions, that's it. Type 1, I/O, where the processor writes to or reads from the I/O controller option. Type 2, DMA, where the I/O controller option reads from or writes to memory.
So the processor and memory are together.
Conceptually, yes. The TURBOchannel option is at one end, and the system, defined as the processor and memory, is at the other.
That's a lot less complicated than the traditional bus structure.
Much less. The simplicity of the TURBOchannel specifications allows options that meet those specifications to function well in today's systems and really take advantage of technology breakthroughs in workstations of the future, especially in the area of memory design.
Where's the simplicity here? This looks rather densely packed.
I'll agree. It's compact, but there's actually quite a bit more room than other systems permit. Little space is taken up by the TURBOchannel interface. If necessary, components can also be placed on the other side. Only 44 signal lines, together with 47 power and ground lines, make for terrific signal integrity. Each slot provides 26 watts of power, and the airflow is quite good across each option.
The architecture is open. Use of the TURBOchannel technology is governed by a technology transfer agreement printed near the front of Digital's TURBOchannel documentation. To system and option developers, there's never a fee to use the technology. The documentation and developers kits are available for a small cost.
And technical support by Digital's Triad program is extensive.
The added value of third parties. That's what the Triad program is all about. And in addition to technical support, the program provides marketing support. But more about Triad later. Options that meet the specifications can function in a variety of system implementations, from low cost
to high performance. The variables in system implementation include single to multiple I/O controller options.
The address and data path can be bused or passed through a crossbar.
Accommodating common non-interleaved memory, the clock rate can be as slow as 12.5 megahertz.
For interleaved memory, the clock rate can go up to 25 megahertz.
Memory can be single port or multi-port.
Lowest cost system implementations could embed the TURBOchannel within the system interconnect and could operate at 12.5 megahertz. This would allow the use of a single bank of page mode dynamic RAM to meet the timing requirements.
Mid-level implementations utilize multiplexed address data paths between the I/O controller and memory, with a separate high-speed interconnect between memory and the processor.
The highest performance implementation, and as of yet only theoretical, would operate separate turbo channels for each I/O controller, effectively granting each I/O controller the full bandwidth. The aggregate peak I/O bandwidth per second would be 100 megabytes times the number of I/O controllers. This implementation, along with TurboChannel's ability to support enormous physical address space, would allow TurboChannel options developed today to take advantage of tomorrow's technological advances.
Option vendors also have a range of implementations open to them, from low-cost options to high performance. For example, if the option implements DMA transfers, the designer could make the high-performance choice and choose large data buffers for large DMA bursts, or choose less costly buffers for small DMA bursts. The choice is in the option designer's hands,
And those choices can be responsive to the market.
rather than limited by the bus technology.
Precisely. Good system designs use the most current, cost-efficient technology to take advantage of the TurboChannel's high-performance architecture and low implementation costs.
Good option designs minimize latency, the length of time for the option to communicate with, receive data from, and make data available to the system.
The Triad program, third parties adding value. The goal of the program is to support the development of add-on hardware solutions for digital workstations using open interconnects such as the TurboChannel, among others.
The Triad program encourages innovative options and new system implementations.
It provides marketing support for commercial option developers
It facilitates communication between third-party developers.
and customers. Full membership is for those interested in selling their products in the commercial marketplace. Full members receive all Triad program support and benefits, including a listing of the members' products in digital catalogs and databases.
Associate membership is for in-house researchers, universities, consultants, all interested people or groups with products that are unlikely to reach the marketplace. They receive full technical support and information on Triad program activities.
Members with an interest in TurboChannel receive specifications and mechanical drawings of the TurboChannel option design, guides for writing the ROM code and device driver code.
Various documentation is available online.
This poster summarizes the TurboChannel specifications. There is worldwide direct access to the Triad program via telephone, fax, internet network,
There are technical seminars,
technical bulletins, and postcards announcing activities and services.
digital service is available on third-party options that qualify.
And finally, but certainly not least, the Triad program provides third parties with a direct link to the digital product group that engineered the TurboChannel.